The Aviator harness is creating a new mindset in harness and leash restraint systems for pet birds. The Aviator harness will allow humans to allow birds freedom to safely exercise, fly, and explore any area without the bird escaping the human's control.
Parrots need more exercise than other pets, but they usually receive much less. Most pet birds spend the majority of their lives in a cage where they can barely extend their wings. For 20 years, I've lived with thousands of flighted parrots, and I've seen firsthand the amazing joy and confidence that they experience with every part of their being when they're able to combine life and flight.
Okay. Now, I know you're very anxious to see just how the harness works, so I have a friend here, my very patient stuffed animal parrot, who has agreed to demonstrate the harness for us. And what I'm going to do is very quickly put a harness on this guy, and then we'll go over the particulars later, but at least you'll see exactly how it works and understand a little bit more as I explain. All we do is we take and we slide the collar over the head, pull the wing through on that side, pull the wing through on this side, and then we have one slide here that has the belt in it. All we've got to do is tighten that right up to the bird's waist and pull the excess through, and we're all done. And that is a harness installed on our pet bird. Line it up with the harness on the bird. We can see this Y intersection at the top of that tongue comes right up to the back of the bird's neck. We designed this specifically so that that intersection fits right behind the bird's neck, just like where the collar of your shirt would fit on you. And these straps are designed to hug the neck and come right around to the front of the bird, as opposed to sliding off of the neck and onto the shoulder and onto the wing, where it will just annoy the bird. If the strap material is hanging down on the wing, the bird's going to know it's there, he's going to be paying attention to it, and he's not going to enjoy the experience as much. Now, if we look at the front of the harness, the strap material comes down, and instead of ending up right below the chin or the neck here, it goes all the way down below the crop. And we designed it this way so that the bird can eat before you put the harness on. He can also eat while he's wearing the harness,
without having to worry about the strap material pushing on the crop and becoming uncomfortable.
If we look at the tongue at the bottom of the crop, it extends all the way down to the belt line, just like it does in the back. Now I'm going to show you something else here. I don't want you to try this at home. We have a very patient bird here, and he doesn't complain much, so I'm going to take the tip of his wing and just pull it up underneath the collar there to get it out of the way, so that I can show you the very interesting safety feature that we've designed into the belt of the bird. We have a situation where the belt of the bird becomes the leash, and the point where the slide is on the belt is the contact point of the leash to the bird. The belt is designed so that it will move around the bird. And the reason this is important is that if the bird is on the ground walking around and you've got the leash up here, the leash is out of the way. You can slide it to the back of the bird. If the bird is up above you, if you're flying the bird is on a perch or on your shoulder, you can have the leash hang down in front of you. Now, or in front of the bird. Now, the most important safety feature of the harness is that since this point of attachment will orient around the bird to the owner, if the bird were to fly to the end of the leash, either as a normally flighted parrot or unexpectedly when it would get scared, if the leash was attached to the front of the bird and the bird got to the end, the bird would be flipped around and disoriented and not be able to comfortably land. But since this leash will pull around as the belt moves around the bird, as the bird gets to the end, the leash reorients between the bird and the owner, and the bird gets to the end. The shock cord slowly absorbs the impact, and the bird can easily settle right to the ground. Now, once we come off of the bird, past the slide, we go out to the end of the extra strap material, and we'll find that we're connected to a shock cord. And this is a 100% shock cord, and the reason we have this on here is to absorb impact when the bird gets to the end, when it is flying, or if it is scared and flies. For the birds that get afraid and fly off, they will very easily, gently land. For the birds that are flying on purpose with this, they can fly out to the end and without being jerked when they get to the end, they have time to slowly reorient themselves and fly around. And what you'll find is it's actually a caveat to the design of the harness. We found out that it's very easy to teach your bird to fly to you on command, because as it gets out to the end, he's still flying and he's hanging and still moving a little bit, and he'll slowly start to pull around and come right back to you. And if you give him a command as he's coming back, he'll see you and land right on your arm, and you can very quickly teach them to fly to you on command.
The Aviator harness and leash will allow your companion the freedom to safely fly, exercise, and explore any area without escaping your control.